How's it going, everybody? This is Old Man Crunchy. We got another matchup for you today here. This is round 3 between myself and Jesse. We're doing a race to 7. Yeah, here we go. We tried to play on a different table, and I guess you could say we got a little bit of practice in. It was just having some camera difficulties and such. What else is there? Shout out to PDN. Thanks for commenting on one of my previous videos about the trying to do the drawing thing on the video. I haven't downloaded it or anything yet. I'm just after the New Year's, I'll kind of focus on that. Happy New Year's to you and everybody else who is watching this video here currently. I got my cowboy coffee. But yeah, we originally flipped for it, and I won the flip, but I was like, it's his break on camera, so screw it. Alright, where are we at here? Okay, so it looks like I'm solids. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. I don't know, sometimes we're putting things down and maybe the chairs are a little bit close, so just kind of bear with me here. I had another person comment about the quality of the video. I just don't have that good of a camera. If you've seen my last video where Dan helped me out with his rig, that was pretty nice of him. All right. That 2 ball is going to be kind of hard to get to. Kind of overcut that there 7. So Jesse must be stripes. Doesn't really have a clear shot. I mean, he kind of has to jack up over that other stripe right there. Good shot, good shot. I wasn't even sure if that ball would actually go in. Alright, now it's my shot. He's got that corner pocket blocked up at the top of the table. I guess from this perspective, everything actually kind of makes sense. We were doing this later in the afternoon, so if you watch the video all the way through, you'll actually see it get dark. So, looks like the only shot that I got is that 7 over there. That 2 is going to be a pain. I got to get on the 8-ball side to be able to shoot that 2 in, it looks like. Okay, well, looks like I try to go underneath the 3 or push the 3 out past the, looks like could be the 14 or something there. I don't really have a clear shot on this. I'm not good at these shots, so I'm not very confident in being able to make it. I end up getting ball in hand. And I don't know what happened to the footage, but it just didn't record. So Jesse ended up winning that one, and in the stats I threw in holy crap, I threw in the fact that he made the 8-ball, so I didn't get the rest of either of our stats after that. However, that game worked out. But it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made a bunch of stripes on the break. And I missed that shot. So we're playing BCA Rules. It's still open. I don't know how Jesse misses that one. This is a really good matchup whenever this happened, because I will reiterate that Jesse and I make a pretty good matchup together because we're pretty even when it comes to our skill. I think my intent there was to go around the two instead of hitting it. There was that possibility of hitting it, so maybe that's why I hit it so hard. Looks like I'm trying to make this ball into the side, so I need to come around the 4 and get shape onto the 9. Hopefully I don't bump anything. Kind of a weird angle. There is a chance that if I put too much draw on this, on the 9, that it would bump off the 7 and scratch, so I think I'm electing for the, whatever that is, 12 or 14. So I missed it, and he's got a pretty clear shot on a lot of things. Looks like he's going for the 2. That 7's kind of blocking the pocket, so that might be his next ball that he's shooting for. Looks like he's going for the 5. Good shot. Not really a whole lot of problems here. He did bump out that 8 a little bit, though. I don't know. I probably would have kept it there and left the 8 set up for the side. There's probably a couple reasons why he might have bumped it out, but... Oh, jeez. Yeah, you could put it back, yeah. Make sure you move it closer to the pocket so that way you have an easier shot. Stop shot the 1, or kick it off the rail a little bit. The cue ball for the 7. There you go. Probably just draw it back. Not sure if he knew which pocket that he wanted to shoot the 8 in. Had he hit it a lot harder, it would have the cue ball would have come on the other side of the 8. So he attempts to bank it. If it went in, that would have been my game, but we're making it work. Not really the easiest shot on this. I think it's the 14. Looks like the only thing that I could really do is bank it. And I'm pretty confident that Jesse can make that 8 ball from wherever, so I'm trying to bank this. Straight up missed it. That wasn't even a good shot. Trying to figure out the table. He's calling the 8 bank. Good shot, Jesse. 2-0, 2-0. Makes ball on the break. They're doing a doubles tournament over here, so you might see some people kind of rotating. By the way, we're over here at Racm. over in Colorado Springs. Last night we just had it was a pretty cold night. We had a cold front coming through, and so I'm sitting in here right now with my my little blanket, trying to keep warm from the elements. So it looks like there's a stripe tucked behind that 8-ball. The 8-ball's pretty much in the center of the table right now. He's going to have a hard time getting to that 5 and the 6 over at the left corner closest to us. And here's another one of those situations where the camera stopped. I think he made that 3 or that 7 in and then tried to shoot for what looks like that 4, and it didn't go in, so we didn't miss too much here. I just need to kind of slow roll this and have... Oh, man. Some of the good stuff comes around a little bit later in the game when things get a little... Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see. We're just kind of talking about it. You can't hear the... well, hopefully you can't hear the music on the camera, but sometime later in the match, like one thing that kind of ticks us off is, and we think we know who it is, but you know, we'll be playing over here maybe on a league night, and a particular individual will be over there, and it's always whenever that particular individual is there, because they'll spend a lot of money on that jukebox, and they'll prioritize each of the songs that they play. So maybe they'll spend like $20-30 on the jukebox, just so that way everybody in the bar is forced to hear you know, whatever they want, instead of just doing the regular playlist, you know. I am just not getting any of these. Pretty easy run out here, with the exception of the 8-ball. I feel like the 2-ball would be a good ball to utilize now to break out the 8. You could either draw it or push the cue off the rail. And he did not do that right. So now he can... Well, I don't think he's going to be able to make it off the 6. He'd have to do some hero shot to break out the 8. Makes one of my balls in. One less thing. Fortunately, he tucked me behind my own ball, so this is not a makeable ball, really. I think the best option here would just be hit it and play safe. Just gotta make sure he has a hard time going after his 6. He's calling the 6 into the top right corner. Good shot. Oh, man, and he gets real close. Had he nudged it, I think he would have had at least some kind of shot, but it's still just kind of wired. He's checking to see if there's any gaps in there that maybe he could finagle something, but I think one of the more likely shots that he could make would be to hit the 8-ball with some spin so that way it collides with whatever stripe that is and flies over to the side and is able to make it into the left side pocket. But I think he's trying to have it kick at the 8. I don't even remember if he called a pocket or not. Regardless, he ends up hitting my ball, so it's ball in hand. Pretty easy run out here. Wanted to get more straight on that freaking 9. Made it work though. 8-ball in the corner. There you go, 2-1. Hope everybody had a good Christmas or whatever it is you believe in. I don't know. I know Christmas. I don't know those other ones. All right. Looks like it was a dry break. Cue ball's over there in the corner. Looks like stripes is the easiest set. Oh man, he drew that with authority. I don't know what he was. He gonna go for the one at the bottom left corner or that 12 or the 10 over in the... I don't really know. He's calling that stripe into the top left corner. Nice, made 2 balls in the same shot. It's a long cut with an intimidating 2 in the way. Oh man. Yeah, he's like, how did I overcut that? I mean, that was a pretty good field goal there, if you ask me. If anybody's noticed, I'm wearing my Chevy t-shirt with Christmas-themed pajama pants and cowboy boots. I feel like I'm really setting the standard here in regards to style. I got a lot of style. And I've got mistletoe on my pajamas. Jesus. Alright, so it's Jesse's. Yeah, I got mistletoes laid out all over my pajamas, so if anybody wants to give me a kiss, I'm just kidding. There's only one person I can kiss. And it ain't Jesse. So he's kind of tucked back there. He doesn't really have a good clean shot, so perhaps he might want to just play it safe. Balls might be frozen. Alright, so he's giving me a chance here. I swear, like, starting out these games, I'm just like... It's been a while since I played Jesse, so I'm trying to figure out his game a little bit, and I'm trying to figure out the table, and I promise, things get better from what I remember. See, like one of those shots, I'm just shaking my head like, God. Is it the drag on the ball? Is it moving over? Did I just not hit that right? I don't know. Start off slow, you know. Pretty fairly easy run out here. 2 in the side. I think the 1 ball is on the towards the right side. And it looks like I have pretty good shape on there. I am trying to figure out these rails too, so I need to make sure that I'm not tucked with that 15 there. And the fact that I need to make the ball too. Okay. And that was an excellent shot right there, because I'm basically telling Jesse, like, I don't want to win this one, I just want to make sure that your life is harder. And if I make this 3 here, that 8 ball is going to be my demise. But instead here, I think I'm going to miss it and give you basically the rest of the table. If you could hear, I could hear it through my headphones, but if you could hear the song that's going on and can somehow make it out, it's not a good song. It's just boring. Jesse was trying to go for that breakout there. Got a little squirrely, can't... Maybe there's a possibility that he can make that stripe into the side pocket, but I'm just glad that I put that 7 there, you know. He's probably going to play a safety. Sort of. It wasn't bad. This is a really thin cut into the side that I'm kind of looking at. And I'm taking the chance of trying to make it while breaking out the 8. I see that that's a possibility, but we'll see. It was looking real good too. Still kind of a rough shot on that stripe along the right rail. But he's got to somehow get position on that other stripe closest to the side pocket. So he doesn't want to take that risk. So he's going to play safe. So here's my chance. That solid's makeable, like up in the corner that I'm standing by, but I think the best thing that I want to do is hit that solid pretty square, so that way and slow, so that way it blocks that stripe by the side pocket. And I totally just failed. Pretty simple run out from here. Nice shot. Over there in the side. (3-1). Alternate break. I think we did pretty good here. Sometimes we forget who broke the previous time. Alright, looks like it's a dry break. I think... Is that the solid that I'm going for? It seems like the solids are the easiest set. And I wanted to draw that cue ball back a little bit more so that way I could get that 6 out of there. There's an earthquake going on. Must have stopped. Sort of. Alright. This checks out. Looks like I need to slow roll this 2 into the 4 for the corner. And then I might be able to bump out that 1 as well and have a little bit of, and still maintain shape for the 6. Not really ecstatic how that 2 ball ended up. But I think I could cheat the pocket with this 6 and have shape for the 2. Nice. Yeah, I got a tripod from one of my buddies, and I still have to do a matchup with him. Just haven't gotten there yet, probably because of the holidays. I was able to do this, but I don't know if that dude's got a car or anything. He typically just hangs out at Westside or Antiques. But he did just get banned from Westside. I don't know. All I could say is you hang out with the wrong crowd, and the wrong crowd invites you in. Hell yeah. Too bad I wasn't calling that pocket. I should have. But I was calling the side pocket because I would have had better shape on that 7. I don't know if I sold out here, though. Fairly straightforward run out. I don't know if I would have pushed that ball forward. That would have been a good stop shot for what's probably the 9 ball. I think my biggest problem whenever I'm shooting is just the speed. Like, when I go to the table, that's the first thing that I'm trying to analyze. And I think I've got my shot down, except for, whenever I miss. And so I'm trying to adjust for, like, how I'm trying to hit the ball and what I'm actually doing. And he whiffs it. But understanding the speed of the table, because, I would prefer to do a lot more slow shots if maybe people maintain their tables around here and, I don't have to fear, like table curve and stuff. Slow down there. Alright, 8-ball corner. Like, this is a shot that I would probably slow roll. I don't really run the risk of scratching, but sometimes the table just curves and what would be a straight shot ends up being a... who knows? But once I start figuring that out, then I can start adjusting for the usage of the rails. And I think overall, on average, it works out. So, like, how I'm trying to hit the ball and get position or land on a certain side of the ball or something, it just takes me a little bit to figure it out. And I'm also trying to figure out the guy that or the person anyway, that I'm trying to, that I'm competing against. Alright, I think I wanted to get a little bit better on the, what looks like the 10 over here at the bottom left corner, but I do kind of need to start working my way up table to clear out those stripes. And perhaps I would be using that stripe over at the bottom left corner as like my insurance policy somehow. Okay, I like the shape that I got on this 9 here, so I'll shoot that in the side and try and do this breakout. And fortunately, I hit it just hard enough to where I just screwed myself, so here's an opportunity to understand the rails. So obviously I have to kick at it somehow. Two or three rails. 2 rails. I think I would have preferred to hit it 3 rails before contacting the I probably wouldn't have even hit a rail like after contact, so that was probably the best shot that I had. Not sure what he's going to do with this 2 here. Not sure what I'm going to do with that stripe below the 8 either. Oh, looks like he's tackling it now. Good shot. This angle didn't look like it was going to be an easy shot to make, but I guess it was easier than I thought. He's not entirely sure what to do with this 8. I think if he got position for, because this is the 3 over there that he's looking at, if he got position on the 3 or on to the 7 for making the 3 into the side, he can draw it up a little bit to make the 8 into the top left corner. But maybe he feels more comfortable trying to get on a good side of the 3 for the same result. Okay. I don't think that was a safety shot at all. I think he actually tried to make that, but he was more worried about his positioning. But even then, I still don't like what he was... Oh, yeah. It just never ends. But maybe he could have pushed the cue ball forward after making the 3 into the top right corner, but who knows. I gotta go for this bank. There's not really a place that I could hide him, unless if I went like, what, 3, maybe 4 rails around and tucked him behind the 8, but I'm already having a hard time doing this shit, you know. Shout out to the Josh Powell, Amateur Pool with Josh. This is not a family channel, but you know, kids have free access to the internet anyway, and I just said a bad word, and I'm sure they're exposed to all kinds of bad words, so whatever. So kids, this should not be your channel to watch. Go watch somebody else. I don't want kids watching this, unless if they're just trying to learn pool or need some music to listen to, but so I don't trust the Mass A here. I have been practicing my jumps with a full cue, and I feel somewhat confident with this shot, but you know, learning the table, learning as we go, right? I definitely hit his ball first, so that's ball in hand. If he doesn't get this, he should probably quit pool. I'm just kidding, Jesse. Don't ever quit pool, Jesse, if you're watching this. Good shot. I'm booing him on camera. Boo. I wanted that game. I had it. Dry break. He breaks it well, but you know, is it my my racking ability or is it his break? Because like all of the balls definitely moved, but most of the balls in the middle kind of shifted over to the right. Not a very promising rack here. I think all I really have are stripes, so kind of have to deal with that. I think I'm going to start incorporating playing safeties on the breaks sometimes. Oh, I thought the cue ball was over there. Yeah, that's that quality of video that that one person made. But hey, people were watching bad quality stuff since before any of us were born, you know? So just deal with it. Unless if you wanna PayPal me some money to get a new camera, that'll be cool. It's not terrible here. Looks like I need to combo those two stripes over on the right side. So if I just kind of lightly hit this over into the other corner, and I didn't give myself good position at all. I think the ball on the left over by the side pocket is it's hard to tell. I think it might be a stripe, but I could have used that to get back over to it, but I failed. Oh. Still got a shot on the 2. Not really sure what he's going to do here. Oh, okay, it looks like that is that's his one ball. You'd have to really punch this with just a little bit of top, so that way it like collides with the cue ball, collides with the side pocket and rolls down past the what is that, the 5 or 3 or whatever, towards the bottom rail. He would have had excellent position if he made that freaking 2. Nothing too crazy here. This is one of those, you know, I just got to get good at my positional skills. Trying to restart where I was intending on being, so now I have an easier shot on this ball, and then I could either make one of the 2 on the in the other corner. I don't think I need to do the combo, but I think setting myself up like if I were to shoot the combo would probably be the best option. It's an earthquake. So it looks like I want to go for that ball closest to the corner. Alright, so I got on the wrong side of the ball, so it looks like I just need to give this a pretty hefty amount of top spin to come back for the other stripe. Good placement. I could either do the same thing again, but I might get tucked behind that 4, or I could just draw it back. So it looks like I'm drawing it back. And then I said, oh yeah, my positioning skills are pretty good. See, I'm going to land the ball right here. And then I'm going to give myself the hardest shot on the 8, instead of making it into the same corner. Don't scratch. It wouldn't matter. It's BCA. In BCA, you don't lose if you scratch on the 8 ball. In APA, you do. He hit that pretty hard. Now, I asked Jesse why he hit it so hard, and he was like, if it goes in, it would have hit off the cue ball would have had forward spin, hitting off the rail, and then he would have had better shape on that, whatever that ball is at the bottom rail, but not with these pockets. Unless if he's got like excellent aiming. See, I told you, if you look outside, it's all dark now. It didn't take too long. Those mountains really cut out the sunlight. Well, those mountains over in Colorado, we got America's mountain out there, Mr. Pikes Peak. That stripe over in the over by that side pocket doesn't look to be too bad, but ugh. I wanted to keep it where it was because the 8 goes there. I did not hit that last ball correctly. So I'm going to try and thin it in. It does have an angle, or if I hit it off the 8, but I really don't want to hit it off the 8 because I'm just gonna screw this whole rack up. So I'm going to try and thin it into the side. I don't think I could scratch. I hit it bad. I probably would have scratched, actually, if I did make it in. So Jesse's solids, not really the best layout for him, but I'm not upset. Yeah, he's just playing it safe. Now here, I don't have a clear shot on anything, but I am attempting to do a like a two-way shot. I'm calling that stripe next to the 4 over in that corner, the top left corner, because it does have a chance to go in, but I do need to kind of push them down table. And that could have been much better if I put more spin on it, but I thought that it would hit a little bit lower on the that left side rail and have the natural angle take it over, but I didn't hit that right. Ugh. All right. The only shot I have really is that 11 over in the top left corner. And it looks like I'll probably be able to bump out that 6 or get around that 6. It ended up hitting off the nipple. I would have had a good shot on that 10 though. But I did make his life a little bit easier. That cluster of his solids is a little bit goofy. I don't think that 6 goes past the 10, so I think he has to go for his insurance policy. Now, I don't know if I agree with that shot. I don't know what he was intending on doing, but I would have lightly hit the ball into the corner with the cue ball hitting the long rail and then coming down the short rail, because he would have had a better shot on the what looks like the 3 into the top left corner. He's taking a hard shot here. And he overcuts it. It looks like that 10 still goes into the corner, so that's something to keep in mind. Now the angle where the cue ball's going after this shot, it's not very comfortable. I should have hit it a little harder than that. I have a second chance of getting onto that 10 because that really is a problem ball for me. I think I'm going to take it now because it's easier for me to make the 9 and then get onto the stripe at the top rail. It's harder for me to make position with that stripe along the other side rail. And I overcut it too. There you go. Blam! Destroy the cue. You can tell by the stats that neither of us are really shooting that great. We were, Jesse got a GoPro for Christmas, so he was trying to figure it out a little bit. None of us know how to use this stuff, so we just kind of make it work. Good shot. Not really a good shot on the 4, though. Okay, it looks like he's attempting to bank this 5. Good thing that 8 ball didn't go in. So I could either shoot for the 9 or the I guess it's the 10 here. I just whiffed at that. I don't even know what happened. That wasn't even a... Like, look at where the cue ball ended up. That was just a bad shot. Boom. Nature called, and you guys didn't even notice that I left. Put some top right on here. Get good shape on the... I feel like he hit that a little goofy. I mean, he got good position on it. It worked out. But I feel like he gave it too much spin instead of it having fly straighter towards the short rail. Oh man! See, this is the same shot as the last one that he tried to bank this 8 into the bottom right corner. He's calling it. I think he just wants to redeem himself. I would cut the 8, but what do I know? I'm not making any balls here. And he gets that one. That was a solid shot. Makes ball. That 4 ball wanted to go. Oh, excuse me. He did break out those balls a little bit, so we'll see how he plays it. His biggest problem here is that cluster towards the bottom rail. I think he's looking at it now. I don't know, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Looks like he's trying to bank the ball on the left. And he gets it, but scratches at the same time. Not really the easiest layout here. I do need to start working my way up, though. These look like the hardest balls, and I'm pretty decent at combination shots, so we'll see. Okay, so I have the option of shooting either that 3 up at the top short rail, or stop shot or stunning, whatever, the 2. Looks like I got there, and I didn't bump that 6 out too bad. I'm pretty straight on the 4 and the 6, so maybe the easier shot is the 6. Okay, so it looks like I want to hit this 4 in and come over for the what looks like the 3 at the top rail, and I could just roll it forward for the 5 in the bottom right corner, because that would give me a good position for the 8 ball. Came down a little too far, but if I slow roll this, and yeah, there's that, bud. Smacking the stick on the side of the... I don't know what my deal is here. So now he's got a stop shot on this. Oh, I roll it forward. Good positioning. Cleared the way for the 8 ball from that the previous shot. So, and it looks like it goes. If not, that 3 makes it a pretty big pocket, so. It's about to be hill to 3. Oh, man. Oh, bud. Jesse's on the ground like, what the F just happened? I think he tried to hit it, hit a little bottom on the cue ball, but it just did not really take to the table, I suppose. Just ended up creating a forward spin when it hit it, and then just found its way in. Alright, well, he pretty much gave me that game. At least he gave me that one, because I think I gave him like 3 of them, so I think we're even now. Another earthquake real quick. Over here in Colorado, we get those Cat 1 earthquakes. Okay, not bad. I got great position on that stripe right there, so I think I'm probably happy that it worked out. That'll give me some confidence, especially with what looks like that 9 ball getting tied up with that 3. That makes me happy. All right. I think that stripe does go into the side. I'm trying to figure this out, though. Because if I do make it into the side, I'd have to put some spin on the cue ball and have it go up and then back down table. So I'm trying to figure out, I think, where an easier route would be. Again, people, I'm sorry about the shaking of the camera. I got a really tall, well, that new tripod that I got, I put it on top of the table to be able to get this angle, and it's just, you know, one little bump really makes a huge commotion on the camera. Okay, so perhaps that's, well, we'll see. I don't think the that one stripe goes into the right side, but I think it goes into the left side. Just based off of how I'm shooting here. Okay. I don't like how long it takes me to progress through the game. I think it's just... I keep having this learn as I go type of deal, and I just really need to practice more and just get better at some of these shots. Okay, so I am calling that side over there. It must go. See, that hit pretty clean if you go back and take a look at that shot. You know, without the camera, like if you're playing APA, it's really hard to dispute that, because if somebody doesn't like the fact that I made that or something, then they would say, no, that's ball in hand because you hit my ball first. So if you are playing APA, I would get somebody who isn't on either team to take a look at the shot, because if you get the opposing team to take a look at it, it's their own bias, and same goes for your team, so it's better to just get like an outside perspective from it. So I end up screwing up that 8-ball. I made roughly that same angle of a shot earlier in the match, but I didn't get it that time. Nice slow roll. Good shape on the 6. You could either drop back for the 7 and then the 5. Okay, it looks like he wants to go for the 5. He probably wanted to get underneath the 7 a little straighter so that way he could shoot it in the top left corner, but the side is equally as good. But when you slow roll it, I mean, anything can happen on some of these tables anyway, so... But he's got good shape on the 8. A little close to the rail, but it works. Rattled it in there. He's grabbing his chest. Alright, so Jesse's on the hill, and I've got to win 3 games to win. Looks like he made a ball. Now we do have a stripe that's kind of in the way of the 8-ball. Solids does look a little bit better, but who knows? I think I was hoping that that thing would scratch. Like, quit having so many good shots, or easy shots anyway, and give me ball in hand, you know. Not too ecstatic about that placement. He could make that stripe that he's next to up there, next to the 3 in the top right corner. See, he was trying to break those out. I think he was more focused on the breakout than the shot. Alright, here's my chance. There's a lot of clutter. I think the 1 ball is to the right of the 6, but below the 6. So it looks like I'm going to combo the 6 into the 3. Give it a little spin. Okay. So I could combo the 1 into the 6, but I think the 1 will get a little too close to the 7, making it a harder shot, so I guess I'm going for the 2. And these are all kind of testy shots, you know. Alright, so probably just stop shot the, unless if I have an angle, but I need to prep for the 7 into the opposite corner. And I think the 1 goes into the left corner, top left corner. So I think I'm kind of looking at the line here on where I need to be able to make it. Because I do need to make the 1, which is along that side rail there. I got too much of an angle. I think I was looking at that first before the 5. So, looks like I need to take the chance here. Okay. Now, this is a really hard shot for me, but I have been trying to work on these shots. Basically, just, it's kind of like a timing shot. I need to put bottom on it and hit it just right so that way it doesn't move around too much. If I make this, this is a table run. And I got a frickin' table run. It's 6-5. I'm on the way. One, two or 3 balls in. That stripe is tied up with that 6 there. Not really a clear shot on any stripes, so it looks like I'm pretty forced to make this, well, it looks like all I've got are really combos. So I guess I'm calling the 3, doing a combo shot here. Okay. Not only did that, perhaps the 5 roll a little too far, but it is pretty close to that. I think it's the 6, or no, the 4. But I think it's makeable, and I could just see the 5, so I'm going for another combo here. Not terrible, not terrible. I think the ball closest to the top left corner is a stripe, and I'm pretty sure it's the 9, so all I've really got is either the 5 into the bottom right corner or into the side, and it looks like I can see it in the side, but it's a very testy shot because that's a thin, yep. Oh. Not very good placement anyway. It is kind of awesome seeing all my flaws on camera. That's initially why I started doing this. Like, I am a musician and stuff, but, like, I am a really avid pool player, but I think being able to see a playback on yourself shooting is probably essential, you know. I mean, football players do it all the time. Give me that scratch. There you go. If only you could do that a lot more times, and then this whole game would be much easier. Okay, so my 5 is kind of tied up with that, what looks like is 14 towards the top left corner. So I need to break that out somehow, but this breakout looks a little bit more promising. And I can create shape for the 7. Kind of bit my tongue a little bit earlier, so sorry if I'm talking a little funny. I can feel my teeth like rubbing on that part of my tongue. All right. We're getting somewhere here. Little straight on the 7, but if I hit this right, I can have the cue ball slide over. There you go. Not exactly the easiest shot. I mean, I can see the ball and where it needs to go in, but if I put inside spin, I can't guarantee that I would get easy shape on the 8 because it might bump that stripe next to it. So I feel like it's just easier to come around. I'm just kind of taking my medicine here. I'm calling the top right corner. If I make this, it's hill. It's going to be intense, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching the video. Nice. Hill, and it's Jesse's break. Wonder if anything went in. By the look of his face, it looks like it was dry. He got a damn dry break here. Looks like all I got is, well, I have either that 10 right there, what it looks like, or the 6 into the side. But I'm not really ecstatic about the solids. Not really an easy shot here. Came a little too far. Well, this is kind of a harder ball, so maybe I was intending on getting there a little bit better. Just didn't work out. But that worked out a little bit. I don't think that 11 goes into the either side pocket, so I think I'm forced to shoot this 15. Okay. I think it's pretty clear here what I'm trying to do. I do need to like break out this cluster here because that 7 is blocking that top left corner, so all 3 of those balls basically need to go into this one corner. So fortunately I've got a little bit of one pocket experience, but my skills for this match do not prove that. See, I thought drawing the ball would probably kick at the that 9 or whatever it is, and then I would have maybe the cue ball would hit off that 4. Oh, bud. Oh, bud. I wanted to break out that clutter anyway, and it didn't. I just didn't hit it right. Oh, okay, that was his. So maybe I just was trying to get shape on that, what looks like the 15. He was trying to play a safe, but it poked out a little bit, so now I got a shot on this 15. And that's a hard kind of shot to control because of the distance between the cue ball and the object ball, and then having it roll just a little bit for shape onto the 9. The 9 is definitely makeable to the bottom left corner, but I need to come straight back and forth and get on basically the side where I'm at now on the 8 ball. And see, that's one of those things, like, I feel like it was heading that way, like towards, like into the bottom left corner, but something might have happened and kind of kicked it over to the right a little bit. Oh, look at that. Jesse lucked out. I think I would have had a shot on that ball. Would have had a hard time getting to the 8, but I would have had a shot on the ball. And then the 2 just bumped it a little bit further back. Nothing's very simple here. Jesse's got all of his balls on the table, and I got my 1 left. And all I could really do is kick at it, so I'm trying to figure out what to do here exactly. This is during the Broncos game, and they failed me. My home team freaking failed me. I think it was because of some calls. I wasn't actually watching. This match was taking place during the game. And the bar didn't even want to play the game. Okay, not the worst attempt. I did open up that other pocket a little bit, so it works. Yeah, a lot of these bars over here, like, I don't know what's up with these bar owners, but they gotta understand that this is a professional football type of state. I mean, and you don't want screaming people, you know, yelling at the TVs, but I mean, that's what brings customers. Like, everybody over here is here for a tournament, and you could see over time that a lot of the tables kind of cleared out. So there's that. I don't know. You got house rules for the tables, but have some house rules for the TV. Pretty easy run out here. You got a little squirrely on this 3. Maybe he wants to take the 5. But the 3, I don't know what kind of shape it would give him. Oh, man. I don't think he was doing that intentionally. He had a shot on the 6 over into the left side, but here I'm trying to do a masse. Not very good at masses, but this is a good time to kind of try it out. I made good contact. Okay, so unless if he bumps out the my 9 or something happens, then it looks like the 8 ball, or the only pocket the 8 ball can go in right now is the one that he's standing closest to. It is kind of a long shot. I don't know. I'd probably go for this 3. Looks like he's shooting his 1. Looks like he's going to combo the 3. Oh, he hit that a little goofy, didn't he? Now, if he thins it, he can make it. I think he's just kind of worried about the scratch, because this shot would probably work best on a diamond table just because of how the pockets work, but I think he was electing to do a safe. However, I can see the 9 into that top left corner, so not really a good place to play safe, especially with his 5 ball being there. and I can only see a portion of my ball, so here it goes. And I failed. Pretty easy run out here. I think I just sold out. Not bad. See, he's trusting the slow roll. Good shot, though. Stop shotting the 8. And Jesse wins the match. Good game, Jesse. And Happy New Year to him and everybody watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We also got music on this channel like this one. So, have a good one, y'all. Peace.